Well, well, my beautiful friends at home. It is another day. No, it's a terrible day, actually. It was raining all day. It truly was. Never got to do anything today. I did go hang out, but that's besides the point. We're back for another Blanket Gaming podcast for you, for your beautiful ears. For today's show or podcast, we're gonna be talking about the effects, I guess, of PEDs and the usage of it in esports. We're going to talk about, I guess, there's different drugs that we're going to be talking about on the list of banned substances, and how we're, well, not even that. There's other topics besides that. We're going to go deeper into that as well. And then, should I even mention the other topics or keep that surprise? The lighter ones.
Okay. Topics.
So yeah, like I said, the main juicy parts of this is going to be the PEDs and the usage of it. And before we even get started, I just wanted to start off by saying here at Blank Gaming, for absolutely no reason do we advocate the usage of drugs at all. But we're just going to be talking about the insights of what we have. I guess not insights itself, or what we think about the drugs that are on these lists and how it affects. Is it cheating? Should it be on that list? Really? What else is there? That's about. I feel like I'm touching.
Yeah, I guess because I do want to talk. Like you said, we're gonna talk. We're gonna kind of keep it in the context of competitive esports, but we're also kind of briefly talk about experiences we've come across, maybe some we had, stuff that we know to be true. So as much as we're gonna definitely talk about the negatives and the seriousness, there could be some sort of positive. So it's not gonna be all depressing.
True. Yes, we're definitely gonna have positives in it. But to start off, I'm just going to explain a little bit about exactly PEDs. When I say PEDs, I am talking about performance enhancing drugs in sporting in general. I guess I can say, because if you didn't know, you should know already, because come on, we're all gamers here. Esports it falls under the same guidelines as of PED abuse as do professional athletes, and I guess, I don't know, what would you say, motion sports, because they're all sports, right? So that is what we're going to be talking about. Like, I guess examples would be like anabolic steroids, human growth hormones, Adderall, like things you would expect for someone who needs to focus and things like that for gaming and react fast. So those are the things we're going to be looking at and talking about for today for the podcast. And well, we're not going to start right off with that, first of all, because we're going to keep you guys enticed.
Yeah. Can't just give it a
tickle you a little.
Starting this week off where I guess it seems like a lot of these podcasts start this way. I don't know if these past 2 years have just been very heavy on a lot of people, but it seems like a lot, especially if you're in our age group, we're all in our like late 20s. It seems like a lot of the people we idolized growing up are passing away. It seems like it's almost like, I hate starting off every podcast this way, but it seems like we have a lot of our idols passing away. Every time we have someone else just dying. And like I said, I hate to start it this way, but rest in peace, DMX. It was a large part of my childhood, at least.
Definitely had an impact on mine. His music was use it for a lot of times I wanted to get myself hyped up, or even just to bump him. His music was just great.
Yeah, oof. Honestly, it's funny. I saw on Twitter the other day too. They had like even the fact that he was in something that I think everyone forgets about is like Def Jam Fight for New York or whatever. Def Jam.
That was my favorite game. You know,
I love that game.
So fun.
What were you gonna say, Brandon?
I was just saying, like, it's honestly super sad to see him go, because like I remember when I was younger, like I never used to really listen to him, but like when I used to be at my cousin's house, their dad used to play it, and like that's how I knew about the Rough Riders, bro. Like it's honestly super sad to see, like, oh my god, this man was iconic. Like it's just words can't even express, because there's much more. It goes deeper than that, I feel, because I don't know, I feel like at one point DMX did disappear for a little bit. But like then he just got old at one point, and then he just came back, and he was just a lovable dude even more. Yeah, true.
Go away, you get old, you come back, and somehow you're more lovable.
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Wow, he ran away. Well, not ran away, but
He disappeared and then came back.
I don't know. Well, it's up in the air whether he's lovable or not now. I'm not saying I know. I'm not. There's no Dave Chappelle slander. It was not supposed to come. I just know people are triggered. Please, don't.
you see
Please,
just the
Dave.
comment section just
Dave Chappelle watch our podcast. All right.
he'd be on his next stand up. Oh god. I mean, did you make it though at that point?
Oh my god, I would. Oh yeah, I'll eat that one. I'll have people just completely poop all over us if we're like Dave Chappelle.
Content is content, baby.
But it just feels like it just feels like every like week or every once a month we're like losing someone close. And do you think, like, I don't want to harp on it too much, but do you think we're just getting at the age where these people are just old enough, or is it just the times?
I feel some of our idols would be getting there. 'Cause I remember like some like Darth. Well, I don't even want to say an idol, but like Darth Vader. The original Darth Vader kind of passed, but like he was old. So I mean, like DMX, or even like a year later, RIP Kobe. Like those are like weird, crazy things.
Like on and off streams. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Jay was a real big Prince Phillips or Prince Edward, the prince that just died. I know he was. I'm sorry, I don't know Jay. I don't like to be rude. But I know that you really idolize the man, and
the man that's always on 1 HP, right?
I don't know. Oh, you know what? It's crazy. I don't like laughing that someone died, but I don't really care about the man. From what I hear, he's a monster. So I feel like we can kind of have some light air about. And if you're a Prince fan, I don't really care.
We're not talking about the singer Prince.
Oh yeah, no, he's too respected. There'll be slander from him.
When you said that, I was like, "Yo, Jacob's about to talk about Prince for us."
I was like, I had no idea he was that big a fan.
Please do tell about Purple Rain.
Honestly, every time someone mentions Prince, all I just think back is that Dave Chappelle skit. It was just him dunking on people.
All right, but moving forward, we have a little mini topic. RIP. We have a little mini topic, so we'll go around the room. This is a great idea by Josh, and even leave in the comment section, definitely be included on this topic. If there's any game series that you wish that could be revived, that obviously isn't planning on, there's no sequel, and kind of like almost forgotten about, what game series would you revive and why? So start with Josh. What was your idea? What game do you have for us?
I don't know. I'm sure some of y'all have seen and or played it. Well, I'm thinking Blinks the Time Sweeper.
Oh,
I don't know if y'all played that. It was with the cat. He had a little vacuum, and he would suck up.
Was it on the PS2?
And it was on Xbox.
Nope.
No, yeah.
You know what? Hold on. What's it called? Let me look this up real quick.
Blinks
Time Sweeper.
Blinks the Time Sweeper.
You said something that we were supposed to be like super excited about, so I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I thought y'all played it.
I've seen this guy. I've never played this game.
Let me look it up.
Never played this game, but I've seen it. I have seen it before.
They're too young to know about it. They're too young to know about
it. Whippersnappers.
Too young. How dare I?
Blinks the Time
I
Sweeper.
remember playing this. This was so fun.
What'd you do in that game, to be honest?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't. That's not a me. That's not a me one.
Oh, that game was lit.
The concept of the game was what drew us both into it. With the basically the times control of what your character can do was the big portion. It helped you solve puzzles, help you fight enemies. It's literally you manipulate time. You can even rewind to a certain point and have a double play out while you do something else.
See, I'm always intrigued when games can manipulate time and have some weird way to do a puzzle and solve it. That does actually sound interesting. Not gonna lie.
Honestly, that's a great game. There was a second one where you could make your own character and you could be a cat, or the enemies were pigs. So
but you're a cat person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dead. You're a furry.
Yeah, I was. Well, Jay's the furry, so that's
Furious furry.
why I can see
Hell
with
no.
Josh being related.
Hell
It's in
no.
their blood.
Honestly, I
no.
thought you were gonna pick something else, but I already got what's in mind for a revive.
Let me hear it, Betty.
Oh, well, yeah,
Oh,
let's hear
for
it.
me,
Yeah,
if
let's
you
hear it.
guys remember the Dreamcast era,
Okay. Wow,
Jet
throwing it
Grind
back.
Radio,
Ooh.
Jet
guys-
Grind,
Jet Grind
Radio.
or for when it came out on the Xbox, Jet Set Radio Future.
Ooh. Both fire.
You can,
Damn, these
God,
whippersnappers.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
lost in
I
the
didn't-
sauce.
okay.
Were
I thought you were
gamers?
gonna say like
Did you-
Crazy Taxi or something.
Crazy
I've
Taxi was another good
never-
one, but
Yeah.
that got a successor.
It
Yeah.
did. Well, I mean,
I've
it's
never
dead now.
seen
If you wanted
this.
to bring it back.
For Jet Set Radio Future, the original
So,
concept
isn't
was
it back then?
basically-
So that's not something you can pick, my friend.
Well, it
Mm,
has
the
a
Grind Radio?
successor.
Huh?
It has a successor. I'm talking about an actual like
Ah, okay.
Jet Set Radio game.
I'd
Like,
love
the,
just a
the core concept
remaster
of
of
the game
that.
was, yeah, like the core concept of the game is you go around Tokyo basically graffitiing everything. Cops
How
try to stop
dare
you,
you.
but
You
you can't. They
hooligan.
basically can't stop you and everything. It kind of gets like in the
Fuck the
second one,
ops.
Jet Set Radio Future. That's where it kind of gets like a little overboard and crazy on the enemy concept, but the game and the core concept
Freaky.
was just awesome. I love that game, and the music was fire.
Oh yeah, the music was really fire.
Oh yeah, I saw like the
Alright.
cover of it. It looked like the music would be fire.
Brandon, something that we've heard of, please.
Yeah, I mean, mine's gonna be, I guess, a
You heard
little
of-
bit sooner than, I mean, earlier than that. Not earlier. Whatever I would say, like closer to when the PS2. That's the era we're thinking right now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you're at home, you turn it on. The game I'm thinking of is Sly Cooper.
Oh, see, that's what I
Good
see.
one.
This is what I thought. This is what I thought we were coming to.
See, yo, that game, oh, the Thievius Raccoonus, the whole plot of the whole thing, like, what was the squirrel that we used to chase him to? Wasn't it Carmen? No, it was, I want to say Carmen Sandiego, but I know that's Carmen Sandiego. But
No, I know who you're talking about.
It was a fox.
Jesus, Sly.
it was a
Cooper,
fox.
that-
Okay,
It was a
but
fox.
if they could remaster, reboot that in any type of way, fashion, like add some more missions, more DLC, whatever the spin-offs, I'm down for that game. I honestly am. Haven't seen anything like that.
Well, mine was. I guess I don't know if it counts because it got like got remastered. But I wanted when I was a kid, same thing. It was like I think it was like the first mature game my parents let me buy because it wasn't necessarily like gory. It was just kind of like cartoony. Well, mine is Destroy All Humans. I
Ooh.
wanted.
Yeah.
I loved that game. I loved the series. I don't know how it died out. I thought it was so much fun.
That's true.
Always come to me. It was like the first game I could play like on my own. I loved it. I absolutely loved
Yeah,
it.
that game was great.
Yeah.
There was
That was a good game.
I didn't know if it counted because I had another one for GameCube and I cannot remember what it was called. It was the first like I guess like what do you call those games where like you have to build up your character's stats and get special weapons? Are they RPGs or
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, RPGs.
it felt like, but I forget what it was called and I couldn't find it because I didn't know how to like look it up. But there was another game I played for the GameCube that they never came out with, and it was like one of the best games. Like you had to go to different worlds, you could fight as a team. That sounds like every game ever, but
He said,
Yeah.
you go to a
Yeah.
world,
Like,
you play with a
what drew it out?
team,
What
you fight
drew
a
it out?
bad guy, and then you win.
I cannot think of because I know the whole thing was like you had to go to different worlds, stuff like, and you had to like beat bosses as a team, and everyone had like their own special powers, and you could choose your own special characters. And you were always like teleporting different world. I might have been on stuff with GameCubes, but I remember just that game being so much fun, and I was like, being something like that being remastered or remade. But I'm gonna try to find. I just don't know. My memory is just too vague of it.
Find it for the edit. So
Yeah.
just throw
Oh
it up
no,
there.
I'm gonna like do a quick search to see if I could.
Yeah, I had another game too,
was it like-
but they were already gonna remake. They already
did too.
remaking it. Fable,
All
baby.
right. So while he's
Oh,
looking,
yeah,
what's
Fable.
everybody's second game?
But thank God they're remaking it, so there's no need.
Oh yeah, they definitely are remaking that.
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh, Josh, you have a backup.
if I had a second game,
Yeah.
if I had a second game,
you want to be included, huh?
Let's bring in. I need all the Godzilla games remade from the ground up, all of
I'm
them.
dead. Nah, facts.
Bring
That
back
one.
that whole
What was the one from the PlayStation 2?
full trilogy.
Destroy All Monsters.
Save the Earth?
I think so. The one you were playing the other day.
I have this. Oh, Save the Earth.
Yeah, that one. I had that one. That was a good fighting one.
That shit was lit. I actually found some overhauls of the games. If we still had our Wii, that would be a great couch play.
Yo, someone should just make some
overhaul.
4K Unreal Engine edits of these shits with updated graphics and collapsible building. Come on, someone write this down.
I'd pay any dollar to see that. Like, if they put up a Kickstarter tomorrow, I'd be the number one.
Number
Putting
one.
up tier 100. I want all the goodies for that shit.
Jacob, Soul something. I feel like Soul something.
Soul Calibur. I don't know.
No.
I ain't know.
All right, well, keep going. I'm almost there.
Well, I mean, the next thing is actually, I mean, if we're gonna skip ahead, so I guess if there's something I wanted to talk about, it was about gaming and VR. So like, I don't know how you guys feel about VR. I really wish VR could be not the next thing in gaming, but like I would like to see it have more love in the gaming world, I guess. More pumped into it about, I guess, learning. Because I don't know if anyone has ever seen Sword Art in the comment section or anything that's watching this, but like, if we can get into that direction, I'm all for it, baby. I would love to play. I know there's Fallout VR, but like, not no Sword Art Fallout VR. Like, that shit, I'm down for all of that. Not dying in there. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
No, I don't mind getting trapped. Well, I don't know how to describe how different I would have been in Sword Art, but
He would have joined Laughing Coughing.
oh, yeah, I would have been.
I'm dead. Terrible.
It's just a game, right?
So what if you said, like, you don't think gaming's ever gonna stop the controller ever, right? Like, or you think everything's just gonna lead in, like, what if Call of Duty just stopped making console games and started making virtual reality Call of Duty?
I just don't like. I think until VR takes like a large leap in technology, where to the point, because the thing is, that's the thing with like Sword Art is you were almost in a fucking
another
coma.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. No, so I don't. Do you trust like your VR system tapping into your cerebral cortex and it's like, all right, just go to sleep. We'll make this real. Like, at what point, even like the pain index, I don't know if that'll ever be legal.
That's
so
true.
I don't know how far, like, until you can really take it, like, so that would be the thing. It would be the technology to take it where, like, I think honestly it would be cool. I think the way you would have to go would be more close to Ready Player One than it would be to Sword Art, where you like
Okay.
wear a suit and like you could feel certain things on you and you could see things, but you're not like laying in bed just sleeping for 12 hours and you just wake up like, oh shoot.
Okay. See, like that. I haven't seen Ready Player One, unfortunately, but
Oh my
yes,
god.
if it was like a suit that, like, if you like, I don't know, because wasn't there something like you're in kind of like a room too, and you like can run and see things? I don't know. I think of something else. I think.
Yeah.
No, that was like in the first scene. Like the guy goes into a room with like a treadmill that goes on all directions, has like a suit, a bungee cord attached, and can jump around.
See, that'd be dope. I'll be down for that if I'm actually jumping. Fuck it. Budget.
Quick side note, I want to let the viewers know how committed I am to trying to find this game. I'm currently in a list of every game ever made for GameCube.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's gonna be the list to be looking through, buddy.
For VR, honestly, I've been reading this manga called Hardcore Leveling Warrior,
Whoa.
and they basically do the same thing like Sword Art. Like they put themselves in like a coma state, but instead of putting on like this big headgear, it's a phone app, and they put on like regular headphones, and it just knocks them out. The app is called Lucid Adventure, so it's basically a state of REM sleep.
Got it.
But your soul is moving around, but you're moving around as your character and everything. In the world.
REM
You
sleep.
still feel and taste everything, but you still gotta go back and like, oh, my real body needs food and nutrition.
Like
you'll
some
feel
astrophysical body.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Found it, guys.
What's the
Alright,
game?
what's the game?
It's called Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
Whoa.
Gauntlet. I
I
played
remember
Gauntlet.
that. I remember that.
That shit
Oh.
was mad fun.
I wanted to see. I think a game like that, if you brought back, actually would be a insane. Because I feel like that's right in tempo with what people do. So just updated, like severely updated graphics, like revamping the bosses, and then just having 4 people attack levels and try to clear it out. It's essentially what most games are today, but make it completely completely rework the whole. Like you need a team, you need to dive, like there's a bunch of different like characters you could choose, you need certain loadouts to get through certain levels. Like I'm trying to think of what I could relate it to. Like it's almost essentially kind of like how like Anthem is, but good.
But good. Or
But there's so
Anthem.
much more customization. So you could choose your weapons, you could choose like your character, you had powers, the boss fights were fun, but they weren't too easy. So I would revive that.
Okay.
Whew,
I actually really fuck with Gauntlet.
You feel
My
like
shit.
That would have been eating at you the whole podcast.
Yeah, I would have been just the whole time just making hacker noises. Well, did everyone get through their VR? Josh, did you say yours?
No, I never really got to play any VR. I don't know. There's just certain things.
You don't think like
There's just certain things. I don't know.
imagine
It's not there to how I want it to be. So I don't want to like play it and then hate it, and
So do you
then it's just a sour taste.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think even if like a fighter VR? So if we're going more of along the lines of Ready Player One, so if like Brandon who didn't watch or any viewers who didn't watch, it doesn't spoil the movie at all. Basically, the VR in that game, you're kind of in an isolated area with like goggles over your head, anything to kind of like something over your ears, and that's what most people have. Rich people in that world had an entire like gaming chair with like a full body suit that would let you simulate what you would feel in VR. But at no point were you sleeping. So once again, you could only you could only be in the confines of like where you are. But like they had like kind of stuff to allow you like to run. So there'd be like a platform on the floor where you could actually sprint for I guess as long as your endurance would allow. So I think that is 10 times more realistic than Sword Art. But we're going along those lines. Like, do you think like for a fighting game, do you think imagine you're just Josh fighting for some reason, like Conor McGregor puts on this suit and just you queue up against
Absolutely annihilates me. Then I'm upset. Then I really don't want to play VR.
How
He
cool
just
would-
mentally beat me.
how cool would it be? Like you said, that would suck if you fought him in MMA online, but in Dragon Ball, like you could kind of still use there were still like kind of like remotes. So like if you had to jump and fly, I'm sure there's a button you would hold, but you could, like you said, going through the motions of when to like fire a Kamehameha if you had the energy. I think that would be like, it'd be very complex, but
Oh yeah.
obviously we're talking.
It would
like,
have to be like a 1-for-1 movement type thing going on.
It's not going to be.
If you
Just
need,
throw
you're gonna have to have it
kicks.
connected to your cerebral cortex to have it 1-for-1.
Yeah, if you want one for one.
Yo,
You're gonna
can
need.
you imagine like
You know
get
what?
hit by Conor
Fuck it.
McGregor, you feel it like
Your
Well,
jaw snapping.
you're going down. You're going down no matter what.
there has to be pain like levels. Once again, there's no way they can legally, and they're like, because you can't have a Sword Art where imagine instead of like someone DDoSing you, they just turn your pain mods off.
The lawsuits.
Oh my
I'm suing that company.
Oh, here's the pain tolerance. This is in lowered at the 0, so you can feel everything. Then proceeds to break your arm.
Well, this
Oy.
brings us to our next topic, which is always random topic of the week. So I know we enjoyed it a lot. I hope the viewers did as well with our like March Madness bet. So I know you didn't get to see Josh in his full glory of shaving off his beard, but if you caught his stream, he definitely shaved it down. And you can even tell now it's not as thick as it used to be. And as long as his pride is hurt, that was good enough for me. So
Oh, it was. There was a moment of just me in the corner of my room. Just,
I have no beard.
oh, talk to me, Alani.
like with our random topics, I kind of want to keep a tradition going where we have just kind of weekly bets. I don't know if they all have to be super serious or just could be casual. But for this one, there's going to be a bunch of videos coming out. We're definitely working on our content. So we'll have a bunch of new videos this week coming out with us just playing games. So I want to keep our random topic kind of closely related to at least a challenge for this week. So knowing that, I'm not going to disclose the challenge because I never do. Let's just come up with some cool punishments and rewards.
Excuse me. What should we start with?
Punishment.
Rewards or
I mean, the
punishment?
last time I did this, I said waterboarding.
It's a little extreme.
Came
A
in a,
little.
came in a
Just a
close
little.
second.
Yeah, you guys really wanted that.
What?
And actually, to add a better twist, we're gonna relate it to the main discussion of tonight. So the reward and punishment is gonna have to do with performance enhancing drugs. So obviously, we're not gonna the loser won't have to do meth, or maybe
steroids.
but it'll have. So we're gonna also think of like rewards and punishments based off PEDs. So like I was thinking maybe like we do something like the winner would get like G Fuel or something to benefit them, and the loser, whatever drug that they do, like of course legal. They
Play a
can't do that.
1v1.
Like you can't drink for a week.
Oh.
But it doesn't have to be that. We can make it as complex or as easy as we want, but try to think of it along that so we keep in line with our topic of discussion.
Oh, gee. Jeopardy music, cute.
Well, obviously,
That's exactly what's going on.
a reward will all right. So
I kind of like the G Fuel or like the Gamer Soup as a reward.
Gamer Soup is a reward, but I also wanted to use that as a
Gamer Supps,
I said that as a mock example. So mine is if the loser not only has to drink G Fuel or Gamer Soup, but they have to play a BR until they win on the substance.
I like it. I like it.
So it's a win. Wait, you winning, you take it. If you lose, you have to play a BR on it.
Oh no. So so winner is something else. The loser would just have to take some type of like G Fuel or whatever is appropriately rated like enhancements for gaming.
Okay.
Called substances, but you have to take it,
okay.
play a BR of your choice, but you can't stop until you win.
Jesus Christmas.
That's a strange.
How about the winner?
But if we catch you playing
Yeah.
a different game, you get double punishment.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right. So how about for winner? Damn, I had it and then I lost it immediately. Oh,
She got like a title belt. Bragging title.
title. How about a trophy of sorts?
Trophy
Okay.
of some sort.
I could that works.
Yeah.
Is it a trophy of some sorts?
Oh no, I got it. It's back now. I get to choose that next challenge. It's not gonna be you.
Oh, okay. I'll take that. Well, no, you can choose the next challenge. You can't exclude yourself.
No, of course.
Okay.
There's no
Immunity.
ducking these.
Oh yeah. You get to
Winner
choose
chooses the
next
next
challenge.
challenge.
You can actually make anything you want.
Mhm.
So along those lines, you could give yourself an advantage. So like if Josh wins, he could like challenge all of us to them fighting herds.
Them fighting herds one-on-one ETL. Smash, I'll play all y'all together. Anyway, we're not gonna talk crazy.
Is that with that? Does anyone have anything different? Any rewards, punishments that they want to throw out there?
I have nothing for punishment. The reward, I was just gonna say, like, sign along, like you guys saying, choosing something next time. I mean, there's immunity, but I don't think anyone would want that. There's a token, I guess, like something that you want that we all chip in to get at like GameStop or something. I don't know.
No, because
You want an
Honestly,
exclusive diamond pop
if
of
it-
Godzilla from 1984?
Sure. Let me
Price
just take
is
out a loan.
$500. Everybody chip in.
A loan for $500, please. Yeah, I don't know.
That mint.
Mint. I want a grade 10 Charizard VMAX card.
Now we talking money.
I'll just get you, bro. I'll just get you a PS5. Well, what was your idea for our? You said our. So, I mean, we can keep it simple, just to keep things moving. We'll keep it simple as whenever we'll get to choose the next challenge for next week, next Sunday.
No matter how silly.
Yep.
All right.
Zero
All right, we're down
conditions
for
as
that.
long as everybody has to participate.
All right, so it's not really like, so the topic isn't really like anything crazy. It's kind of more of the platform of the challenge. But I was going to challenge everyone to inebriated racing.
Inebriated
Serious
racing.
So everyone would have to
God damn it.
themselves taking shots. No, there's no wiggle room on this either. Shots. You have to take. We'll do a total of 6 shots back to back in a row.
Ooh.
And wait 15 minutes for them to, get mess with you, and then we will play a racing game of like you said, that no one has played, so no one will know the mechanics, how to drift. We'll find one, we'll play it.
All right.
Well, if you want to lose, okay.
God, I bet I'm probably gonna lose, not for sure now.
Yeah, you said that last time and came in
Yeah,
second.
you did.
Yeah, you came real close too,
You're a baiter, bro. You baited us.
Peter.
We lost him.
There was it.
We lost
know
him.
what's
Guessing
funny
is
is-
different than playing the actual game.
You know what's funny as hell?
You're
We
here.
could have did Mario Kart, just drunk Mario Kart.
See, but I feel like people have experience. I want there to be
Yeah.
zero
No,
knowledge
you're
going in.
Bet.
So they feel like, oh, like you practice. Nope, you can't practice. We won't even discuss what game we're gonna play until I think we're trying to make it either Thursdays or Fridays. The blank gaming.
Yeah, either
Night-
or.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah.
So once again, especially
Well, I
you
think
probably
that,
won't see this, but
Psychic
going
Stream.
forward, be viewers, be on the lookout. Like follow. One of us will probably most likely be streaming the challenge. So definitely be on the lookout. You can get a peek at what we're doing. You might even know before the podcast even airs. So it'll be funny to even try to clue into like, why are they doing this? And then you see the podcast and you're like, oh, I see.
Ah. Definitely
So
want to check it out.
Oh god.
well, now we have our topic of discussion, our main dish. I think you guys have been aroused enough. Are you guys you guys ready? You guys in the mood for the topic?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do
Tickled
it.
y'all long enough. So let's get into
Yeah.
this bad boy. To be
PED.
honest, to even just to start this, esports being under the same exact guidelines as regular. I mean, do we say regular sports?
Yeah, because just to be clear, like when we talk about esports, we're talking about gaming. Like I think it's funny. I understand to a degree, but like you said, it is kind of almost weird that they are treating them the same. I find it respectable, but just weird.
I think that's just another sign of the times, We're moving really fast because of COVID into the digital age of things. Everything is going digital, whether you see sports aren't filled anymore. Like the arenas are not really filled anymore because of COVID. So I feel like esports are going to be a lot easier to be accessed just because of the fact that it's all digital.
COVID too is because even like my wife brought up a very valid point. How are you testing people if they're doing competitions from home or remote locations? So even the testing procedure, because I know it's easy to like test something where you congregate people and it's almost kind of like checking for cheating. If people are there, like, do they pee in a cup before they play? Like, it's just kind of something it's easy to think that, oh yeah, they just do a quick like check of your computer to make sure you don't have any like malware or software that could give you an advantage. But it's just kind of weird to think about, like, right before someone's going on some like really heavy like fight tournament that they're like, hey man, looking good out there. Little too good.
Your fingers
What are
move
you
0.5
taking?
seconds faster.
Yeah, oof. Wow, what was that? 6 games in a row? A lot of content. So it's like you said, do they do it before when you enter? If you're part of a tournament, do you have to submit like, I'm assuming it has to be just P. I could not imagine them taking
Yeah, they could
blood.
mail something in, right?
No.
Like even like test results they could mail in.
And just any type of like, I mean, I'm sure they probably do it right there. It's very easy to do like a quick. I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, so I don't want to really like kind of go too like far with this, but I can't imagine them really like making them go to a doctor before the tournament. It could just be done day of, because once again, why couldn't you just take the drug day of, especially with something like gaming?
Nah, that makes
if
a lot of
it's like
sense.
a big tournament, and you would think they will have like it's a lot of, say like the $250,000 on the line. You would think if people are showing up, you would think they would do something. If it's like this online thing, then honestly, I don't see there's nothing they can do. Like I don't see it as a
I mean, yeah,
solution to
online
stop
it's almost impossible. You could just literally like, yes, I'm actually doing it right, judge, and then turn off your screen, and you're back to playing with your
Can
advantage.
you imagine? No, I'm not on nothing.
it.
Pupils are just.
Or just But so let's talk about we're gonna briefly kind of talk about a couple of drugs that people use, what they classify as, and then from there, I actually have a couple of questions generally, but I kind of want people to understand what we're talking about before we get any further. So just first, Jay and Josh, we'll talk about kind of something that isn't a depressant or a stimulant, but even like marijuana. How do you think that fits into this world? Does it give you an advantage? Is it a disadvantage? Or is it something that just is pure pleasure?
Personally, I don't see it as if it like is considered as bad as it's supposed to be. You know, a banned PED.
Well, just to be clear, if you test for it at an E3 tournament, you will be
Okay, you'll get out. Well, in my mind, I don't see it as an advantage. I see it as definitely a disadvantage. You're hurting yourself. Only because when I play, I feel a little bit slower. My mind clearly isn't moving as fast as most people's that are sober or off the G fuel.
So like,
But there,
do you think that's why they put it on there? Is to save you?
No, I think
I feel like it also on certain people it definitely has an opposite effect.
No, I think that's one of those like that just fell through with the. It applies to everyone on the. It's not just e athletes, like regular athletes. That's just one of those things that like, hey, we test for it. You can't be on weed. Not that it helps you or hurts you. It's just part of general athlete testing. You can't be on weed.
Right, yeah, for like
Yeah.
motion
Yeah.
sports.
Because honestly, I can't even really picture any sport, whether you're an e athlete or a football player, where like you would actually have an unfair advantage smoking something like marijuana. And I wanted to touch on this just because a lot of us are pro weed. So I think a lot of people nowadays are pro weed. It's something that almost seems antiquated, where I just like talking about it because like even like for Josh and Jay, like do you think like if someone got caught retroactively, should they have to give back their prize money? Do you think it should be punished?
As with all PEDs, it should be punished. Whether it's a fine, maybe not take everything away or strip their title for marijuana, but definitely a nice fine.
Yeah, because honestly, I could see the advantages from it. It's just mostly like Josh said, yeah, some might feel sluggish and slow, but that might be helpful for like slowing you down to make cleaner inputs when it comes to certain games. Because say like a fighting game, as long as your inputs are smooth enough for that combo to continue, you're gonna make those combos, no matter what.
And that's the thing too, because if you know anything about weed, there's different variants that do different things to your body. So don't think of weed as just a simple thing. Like there's even stimulants and depressants within weed itself. So there you could be, like you said, giving yourself an advantage or slowing, like you said, an unfair advantage to other players. But like I said, I just really wanted to talk about it just to see, like I said, in the comment section, definitely let us know whether you feel like it should be something anyone is tested for nowadays. Should it just be kind of like it is what it is, or does it give athletes an unfair advantage? Should you not smoke it for the pure unfairness because no one is? But to that degree, I mean, I just want, like, not to veer off topic, but wouldn't even something like caffeine that's in a regulated amount give you an unfair advantage?
Take my coffee away from me.
You wouldn't that give you more attention, quicker response time, faster motor neurons firing?
Like, I feel like that'd be like trying to tell a guy who's, let's say a baseball game is at 11 in the morning or 9 in the morning, they're not allowed to drink a cup of coffee.
And that's what I'm saying, but not every player drinks coffee.
Yeah.
Like, I don't drink any coffee. I just wake up and just raw dog my mornings.
Yes. Sounds amazing.
Good morning. I'm good.
He just gets up, like, just for straight up.
Every morning's like that, just straight tombstone coming out, just straight up. Get this bread.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But like you said, I just think it's funny for certain things that, like, would it give you, like, the advantages that you're talking about seem minute compared to the legal substances that you could take that don't classify as performance enhancing. I just don't see personally where weed would classify as performance enhancing, but it's on the list, so it must do something.
I feel like because that is I guess a hazy topic, because like there's a lot, I guess, of the drugs on that list is used for like actual medical things. So like, and other people just use it and like abuse it basically. So I get, because like even like Adderall, it's supposed to help people with like attention deficit, right? But
We'll get there.
I know. But I'm just thinking of like the cases, like some of these are meant to help people, and like what if someone actually needs it while playing an esport game? Are they not allowed to take it because it's on the, or are they just not allowed to play?
That's a good question. So I think, which is weird. So we'll talk about that in a second, but let's move forward down the list, because I want to really just hit the big three of what drugs that people do, and then we'll kind of talk about variants and rules, because I do bring a good point to that. Because we'll talk about Adderall, because I do want to talk about that in a second. But next, we're going to talk about depressants. So there's stuff that kind of, and depressants doesn't like mean like it's like necessarily like depressing you. It just means it slows down your heart rate to a point where you can either think more clearly, just easier to like kind of function like on the sense of just understanding more things, moving more accurately, but not necessarily more quick. So perfect example would be something like you could have I don't know, can you be drunk? Does alcohol fall into that category?
Depressant?
Like,
yeah.
Can you, like,
I don't know.
you got really drunk before? Do they test for that?
I don't think you're gonna be allowed to play drunk.
Are you ready for your E-League, man?
Don't you dare worry about me. Okay?
Yeah.
Worry about yourself.
Can you imagine
I
someone does
am
super?
ready.
I came here ready. I came ready. Like you'd be
Yeah.
like,
Someone just does super good.
I'm ready.
backwards.
Can you just imagine a pro player is better when drunk?
Babe
I could
Ruth.
see it. I
Babe
feel like even
Ruth.
to a degree as an avid drinker, and one of these days I have the new
Skills.
batch of beer I'm gonna make. I'll show you guys on a stream.
He
But
said avid drinker. Is that a cry? Do we?
I've
Bro,
got we
it's-
finally got him to admit we
All
never
right.
wanted to do podcasts. We just needed you to admit it.
Yo,
Yep.
welcome.
All right, guys,
To the-
we're done.
Yep.
All right, intervention.
We got
Let's
'em.
go.
I open
like,
up. I open up my sheet. There's more people behind me.
My mom's there.
Oh shit.
But between that, like you said, alcohol is an easy one, but I feel like you said, but you have things like Xanax. So there's Xanax, and there's a bunch of things that fall under that, like Oxy, any muscle relaxers.
So wait,
that-
wait. Before you continue, like I want to just say, because I'm gonna just say I've used Xanax while playing. I think it was Call of Duty once, and I can see why it's on there. To be honest, because like you were saying, like it just lowers. I guess like sensory overload is down, so you're more focused onto what you're doing, or you're not even flinching if something like if a sniper bullet just flies past you. It's just like, all right, he's over there, and then you go and you just aim and you just go about your business. I mean, I can see like I'm not. I don't need anxiety meds or anything like that, so like I can see how someone who
you're
needs it
abusing it.
probably yes. I abused it to win a BR, and I still lost. But like someone who has actual sensory overloads, would that's another question. Zero them out, but
Yeah, like
I just wanted to
wanna
give
get
my
that at the
insight
end,
of
'cause
using a Xanax.
No, because that is like we'll get to the actual prescription at the end, but that is like you said, I've also used it, and I could test the same thing. The fact that the sensory overload, it helps me think more critically and calmly because it's an anti-anxiety medication. You don't stress like it and I could see why, once again, 100% why this is illegal. Like it gives you an unfair advantage. There's no way you could beat someone who can think clearly under pressure when you're kind of like not that even like you would, especially in a BR sense, or even like a fighting game when you have to count frames and you're not worried that certain like things don't happen because you know when to catch it. You're relaxed.
Yep.
So the fact that this type of and that's what was even like I said, it's not just Xanax. There's a whole bunch of lists that fall under the category of depressant, where you would essentially be putting yourself at an unfair advantage. And these are the things that like should be banned. I have no problem seeing, like, even like you said, based off our personal experiences, that this 100% puts you leagues above what a normal person can compute, and it's just not fair.
Yeah, I think it's considered cheating. If you're gonna, it's like not aimbot, but like you're using an outside force to make your body better than what I am at just a regular normal state.
Brandon, have you considered just getting good?
I've been taking lessons on YouTube. I paid about $29.99 a month. It's not working, man. Gotta get a
Ugh.
refund.
All right. Well, the next one I wanted to talk about, or just kind of the class of category of drugs, would be stimulants. So I know we all kind of were like talking about it before the stream, so I guess we'll all chime in about just kind of what they are, what they do for you, what advantages they give, and obviously, they should be banned. I don't think anyone is in contention with banning them. We're just talking about the unfair advantages these drugs give to you. So stimulants could classify as any so just to give you an example, like the most common one, especially gamers face nowadays, is Adderall, but it could be anything from even like cocaine abuse to something like meth. And I actually just read today when I was doing research for this topic that a lot more people do like methamphetamines than you think. It kind of hits closer to home and you wouldn't recognize them because methamphetamine addiction isn't always what you see on the streets. A lot of times it's just people trying to keep up. They need that pick me up to finish their day. And whether it be something like someone really on the cusp of trying to make it pro and just needs that like to focus and win, you could be, like you said, your favorite 12-hour streamer. That's not normal to continuously do that. So not to calling your favorite 12-hour streamer a meth addict, but definitely like it just like, I don't know. I read this article today and it just really kind of like touched me. So I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh, ooh, do I know one?
Oh, wow. Well, who's talking about Adderall? Oh, we all are actually. I forgot. But like, or like, I guess my question now, someone who needs it, is that unfair?
I don't know the degree. Like that's a very, I feel like it's a very hard question to ask, and I don't know what the rules are for that. Because if you have something with you that requires you using that, are you not allowed to use that? And who do they? Is there an acceptable level of that drug in your bloodstream? Because go ahead.
Personally, I feel like if you require that to do anything, you probably shouldn't be competing. You feel me? Because you need an enhancement to play this game, while other people, you know, they are going hard. They've been staying up late nights training for this shit.
Well, I'm not saying
it's not an enhancement. It's
not
it's like
for
if
the
I was
game.
It's not.
diagnosed.
They require. Yeah, that's their problem. But in the world of the esports, it's considered an advancement, like an advantage to have that.
So they should be excluded from competitive play because they have a mental disease requiring them to take medication. Jesus.
This is video games, man. We're inclusive.
Damn.
At least we know where you stand on that. I mean, it's not like it's a very like contradictory take. I understand what you're saying. It's because no matter at the end of the day, there's no way to regulate. Like if I had, and so my thing is, because what I really wanted to like hold off to talk about this was because like I think it's very easy to abuse the system to say that you need some of these drugs and put yourself at an advantage where like now you get like I could see where Josh is coming from, because I know people that don't really need some of these things but say they do, and it's not very hard to get, and now they have a prescription saying they can use it, and they, like you said, now
cheater.
Yeah, and they abuse it.
Yeah.
Cops, if you watch this stream, I will rat for money.
For money. To feed.
For money. Hey, if you're not coming talking to me,
Bro,
man, I don't know nothing.
Next stream, just saying.
Hey, someone kicks us. I get swatted right now. Got him.
We got him, boys.
Talk.
Honestly, I'm on the same side as Josh. Like, honestly, like if it's like medical, like you need it just to do basic functions, then why compete with it? Because you're still getting that advantage. You're still like, even if it like I do it on say you do it on a daily basis, but it gives you that increased focus and everything you need for a gamer.
You guys keep saying as if they're using it for the game. That's not why that's not my question, but that's all I just want to clarify.
But what's your question?
They use it for something. It's like for their body, like to stay focused, but they also play video games. You know what I mean? It's not like they're using it to play video games.
Guess I roboted out.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I had a safe face.
So yeah, it actually was perfect timing. So I saw you talking, but Brandon, well, for us, it's whatever.
You'll edit it.
I'm just saying I'm on the same side as Josh.
No. Yeah, we got from what you most said, and I understand, and I actually don't think I'm very far from you, but I was just trying to understand Brandon's question.
I mean, I also think it's cheating as well. Like, I'm just saying
And
like
you kind of agree.
Well, yeah,
that it should
but
be used in a competitive state, whether you need it or
you gotta
not.
add that meme. So you agree?
But like, I just think it's unfair for someone who needs it to be able to feel normal in a sense. They're not using it for the advantage to be better in a video game. They're just to be able to concentrate on the game they want to play.
But I think I think like what they were saying, even if you're 100% faithful in your like
Intent?
needs for the intent exactly, it's just not fair.
Okay.
Exactly.
So whether you actually do need it, like
I guess.
sorry,
Well,
so-
I guess I was just more focused on them saying them using it for the video game. That's not what I meant. But I guess.
but
I
even
see.
for but even if you use it for yourself to, like you said, to play, I think the adverse effects are too great.
You're not cheating,
I mean,
but you're cheating.
just use just for an example, like imagine you're coming into a tournament, you're just ready to play. You've been training all this time, and then Billy with anxiety and PTSD.
It just
Yeah, that's fucking.
That sounds-
all right, hold on. Before you even go any further, I just want to express that we are not denouncing these mental illnesses. That came
No, it's
across.
not about the mental
Yeah,
illness.
Billy with anxiety.
I have anxiety, so it's okay. Like,
Like,
oh, okay. So you can talk about it, but we can't.
He's the
yeah, you
gatekeeper.
know nothing about our world.
okay.
But it's like you see that, and then you're like, damn, like he gets to use Xanax, and
All
I.
right.
to
In the
use
sporting,
it.
I guess in the sporting world, though,
That's how someone would see it.
you said I'm coming
That's
into
how
ball.
someone would see
I'm
it.
not coming into ball thinking because he's focused better, he's gonna do better than me in ball. I'm gonna outplay
But
you.
there's people out there.
Imagine
There's
just
people out
watching
there that
Bill,
will do it.
Billy comes in, you're like, God, look at him. Look at him. He's taking
360
it
no
now.
scope.
You see him?
360 no scope, and you're just like,
Oh,
God
Oh,
damn it.
that is hilarious. God, sorry, Billy. If I catch you at any
Oh,
esports
God.
events, I'm
We all
reporting
might
you.
I'm snitching.
Can you talk outside, Billy?
Oh. Well, lastly, I wanted to kind of just hit on. Well, like I said, we talked about a lot of our experiences. Well, has anyone here ever actually taken any stimulant and played a video game? Adderall or? I have. I'm not gonna lie. It's terrible. I did not like it.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
It's for me like it was just too much. I think you go into, yes, you can focus. It would be good for something like Minecraft.
Mindless
But-
stuff.
Minecraft?
Continuous
or
farming.
like Valheim, yeah, like where you just like, but any competitive type of play or anything where it's like colors, it honestly it did not sit well with me. I did not like it.
I
you
feel
said,
like with that, like that sensory overload.
yeah.
So like you're just boom boom darting everywhere. I mean, I don't know.
Like
I've
yeah,
never
like
done
yeah,
it or anything.
I was like you're a walking, like you literally your sound is like anything that moves, you're just jumping and shooting. And yeah, that has its advantages, but I don't know, like you said, maybe like it just I didn't like it. Not that we advise any of these stuff, that even the things that we've had good experiences with, we don't advise anyone take any drugs. But I can tell you for a fact, if you've never taken a stimulant, and it's just not the way to go for video games. You don't want to be any more antsy or any more stimulated than you already are playing any type of game.
Unless you're Eeyore.
panic hit buttons normal. Sober.
But now
Yeah.
that we touched on that, I did want to like kind of like almost, I guess, loop back and just talk about just enhancements that like are legal, like stuff that you can take to benefit your game that necessarily that you're not tested for. And we already mentioned it earlier with our challenge being like G Fuel, but like even like something like that, Gamer Soup, G Fuel. These are things that you can take. There are like caffeine pills that you can take to increase attention, keep you like kind of focused longer. You could always drink if you need to really slow things down and focus, get that depressant on. Just
Another cry. Another cry.
I tried.
I think almost every podcast I have beer in my hand.
Every stream, a drinking stream. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just have my 12-hour drinking stream.
On Adderall. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, Rel. So how
Terrible.
about instead of alcohol, G Fuel and the gamer soup?
He said.
You are
Disgusting.
trying to. You are trying.
So
How
for
wired
those,
would you be?
those actually do. I mean, I don't know if they actually do. None of us have ever taken any
I'm
of that.
excited. I'm excited to try. For someone to try.
Jay's got gamer
I-
or soup coming.
Gamer
I'm
soup?
actually gamer subs.
Soup?
That's what it actually is. Soup is a
Soup?
joke if in the community.
So gamer soup.
He's in the community.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gamer
we're all in the community,
But
so we're calling
On,
it soup.
like when we were first discussing this topic, I decided to actually try, like, not sponsored first of all, but Gamer Subs has like a
'Cause
free
he's
Well,
working
we
for
need that
opportunity.
sponsor.
a free sample, so you can try it if you are willing. It's like the sample size is literally small, like a quarter of the size of like say a protein scoop. It's literally the quarter of the size. I say protein scoops because I know
Gamer
these
soup.
guys take it.
Gamer soup.
I saw that. I was trying to describe myself.
Oh,
that
God.
is the application process for gamer soup.
But
They really
the
do
thing
have.
is,
That's funny.
the main thing is like they try their main topic is like it's how what healthy ingredients that actually help enhance with attention span and focus, as well as I don't know, for some reason I see some of my favorite YouTubers who endorse it saying like one of the big things like, oh, it's keto friendly. So it's just like you can
Yeah.
use it with whatever diet you got. If you're doing the keto diet, you can have that to help out with attention and
Imagine being a
Yeah,
gamer and worrying about your diet.
6-pack
They
abs,
don't want us to
baby.
be fat anymore.
I worry,
6-pack abs.
yo, it's crazy. Like, all right, so I do want to like. I feel like that is a weird, like, not that any of us are out of shape and we don't look like your typical neck beard, but I do think it's funny that how even in the gaming community, the shift towards being healthy, which it always should have been, but it's so drastic where like if you're not healthy, we hate you.
Mhm. Honestly,
The
If
fact
you
that,
pull
like I
up
said,
a
you're
photo of fat-
endorsing
fat
keto friendly. Like, who, like, even normal healthy people aren't doing keto diets. So,
no,
who is that for?
I don't know.
bro, it's so
It's-
crazy how many more
Just in
gamers.
case.
Hit those
More-
specific ones. And
Yep. There's
My
a lot of
goal is to look
YouTube
like
gamers
Tyler
and
One.
oh, there's a lot of gamers that out there on YouTube that have changed a lot of their channels to becoming a lot more fit friendly. Arax as an example.
sponsor
He has
friendly.
his video games YouTube.
Well, he actually transformed, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
See, this
It
is
was
the
crazy.
positive side of performance enhancing. We're talking where I wanted to hit. These are the positives. You should want to care. You said, hey, if gamer soup, if you're on a keto diet, stay on it. Get that bod, so you can flex during your own personal stream.
Yep.
Show them guns, baby. Is it
Ooh,
cheating
um,
though?
I'm
Yeah,
also getting
absolutely.
samples. I'm
Absolutely.
signing up for those
Yeah, the other day-
right now.
Right after we got off of talking about the podcast for today yesterday, I went to go watch Ludwig stream, and he was playing Valorant. And one of his friends, they were getting wrecked, and he was like, "Dude, what the hell is this guy on? Gamer? What the hell did we just talk about?
Gamer soup.
Yeah.
Not
Oh.
Gamer Soup, Gamer
G
the
Fuel.
G Fuel." He's like, "What is this guy on? G Fuel?" And it just made me laugh. I was like, "Wow!" So this is everyone knows about this.
I think one of my favorite is I watch Stone Mountain a lot, and he just got obliterated by a hacker. And during the stream, he was like, "Oh man, he must have that great flavor of G Fuel." He's like, "I need some of whatever he's drinking," because he's like shooting me like through out of the sky. He's like he's like his focus. So it has to be G Fuel. Can't be anything else.
Although, if they want to sponsor me, I'm not gonna say no to that.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie. If any rep from G Fuel sees this, I'll drink that. I'll drink as much as I drink beer. I'll switch. I'll put G Fuel on every label.
All
So
my,
every
I was gonna say all my stream titles and stuff. Drinking G Fuel.
shoot, like I said, I'm dying to test it just to see how effective it is in the games I play, because I play a lot of different games, especially now that we're all into streaming. So don't be surprised when we do this challenge, when we don't know what racing game it is. I'm gonna be on like 80 scoops of G Fuel.
Oh god. I mean,
Oh, no
I'm
water.
wondering
No
if you were
water. I'm just
stuck
eating. I'm just
right
eating
now.
the dust.
I thought it was inebriated
That was
driving.
I was gonna try the game.
Oh yeah, don't matter. I'll mix it with my beer.
Okay, you can stop right now. Stop while you're ahead right now.
Ooh, drugs
But-
everywhere. Ooh.
But even like so, that's why I wanted to
just
go
throw
full
up.
circle.
Sorry, throw up there. Go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to go full circle, just with even like what we were talking about, just like you said, the positive sides. So I wanted, like, before we end our podcast, just wanted to mention, like you said, we talked a lot about like the bad stuff that gets you in trouble, but there are stuff like G Fuel, Gamer Soup that, like you said, just that don't negatively enhance or isn't banned. But even like even to touch back like on weed, like, not that we're shaming anyone who does any of these things. We just advise and we recommend that no one do anything illegal. But there are things that can enhance your gamer experience that, yes, that may be classified as an illegal substance, but could just even make the game you play more fun. Whether it be something like just concentrating from G Fuel or caffeine, or just having a nice beer to sip on, a good glass of wine or 3. Maybe even if it's something like, because even in some states, you don't know what state we're in. We could be somewhere. So shrooms is legal somewhere.
I
In
wouldn't
places.
recommend that.
Psychedelic.
Maybe psychedelic. I've played games off of psychedelics and I loved it.
Only one good experience doing psychedelics and playing video games, and that
Oh
was
my-
when we did it for that first time.
Oh, like
Years ago.
I played Destiny on psychedelics.
I tried.
Bro, I was looking at the stars.
Oh yeah, everything was, like you said, you just appreciate more. And once again, we're not advising anyone do this. This is just our own personal experiences, and we won't list the things that we've done just for safety reasons. But like I said, I think there's like a open, as there are negatives to doing these things. Like even how Brandon said he's tried Xanax. I'm not recommending you try Xanax, but there's definitely things that can be done safely to enhance your gamer experience. And we recommend that you, within the bounds of the law, explore your options.
G Fuel, sponsored by
Free
G
will,
Fuel.
baby. No, imagine.
Get your jungle juice flavored G Fuel.
Is that what your flavor would be? Adobo Papi Apple.
Oh God.
Time, damn.
Psychic Strawberry. King Terrell Kiwi.
Ooh.
Nomad.
Nuts.
Nomad.
Nomad.
Nut flavor.
Nutty nomad.
These flavors will be coming to people soon. Who knows? We'll never know. This is gonna be just
Yeah,
thrown into the
soon as G-
archives for G Fuel.
G Fuel sponsor us.
Exactly. So, as always, baby, hit that like, hit that subscribe, comment in our comment section. Please let us know of anything we want, if you guys want us to talk about, or if you're interested in, critique us. Please do that too as well. We always want to get your feedback to get better for you guys. And as always, another Blank Gaming podcast. You have King Terrell, Adobo Papi, and Nomadic Gamer. I keep wanting to say Soldier. I'm so sorry, man. And yours truly, Psychic Chino. Stay groovy, my friends. Peace.